I request everyone to mute devices. Instead of living in the shadows of yesterday, walk in the light of today and the hope of tomorrow. Good evening to each and every one of you present here. Myself, M. Harshid of
And
11A.
myself, K. Vishok Patri of 11A.
Gladly welcome you all to the virtually witness the installation program of IntraClub 2021 to 22. I request Navamitra, President of IntraClub in the academic year 2020 to 21, to call herself.
Installation of Intra Club of Vanavani 21-22.
Thank you, Navamitra. It is mark of undying tradition to invoke Almighty at the beginning of an event. Now I would like to call interactors Dhanashri, Rakshaya, Supraja, Akshaya, and Shweta to enlighten us with a prayer song. I request technical team to play the invocation song. Thank you, interactors. We all feel blessed indeed. Now I request Project Chairman Logajanani to address the gathering.
Thank you, Harshada. A warm welcome to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the installation program of the Intra Club. The word installation is defined as the action of installing someone. Yes, it's also important for us to recognize the individuals with knowledge and performance skills to enter into leadership. This day marks down the installation of the members of Intra Club and officially we announce the post. I'm extremely honored to welcome Mr. Sendan Amudan, the chief guest of today's event, and Mrs. Vidya Aragaperumal, the guest of honor, respected principal, Mr. M. Satish Kumar, vice principal, Mrs. Princy Tom. I once again welcome you all to this special occasion. Thank you for giving us your precious time. Thank you all for joining us on this special day.
Thank you, Interactor Logajanani. Now I request Interactor Riyashri, the project secretary of IntraClub, to brief us about the four-way test.
A very good evening to all of you. The Rotary Club's four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you, Interactor Riyashri. I request Navamitra, the president of IntraClub in the academic year 2020 to 21, to address the gathering for the last time.
Surround yourself with people who motivate and inspire you. And that's where we are. A very good evening to everyone. This is Navamitra S of Class 12, here to share our episodes of Intra Club. To start with, we would like to applaud our Intra Club's super faculties, Sasikala ma'am, Satya ma'am, and David sir, for their care and encouragement that went through the roof. And not to forget, they are the core reason behind our success smile. The constant support from our school principal, Mr. Satish Kumar, vice principal, Mrs. Princey Tom, non-teaching staffs, and the school management made us ace the endeavors with ease. A big mention to the Rotary Club of Madras Chennapatna, without which the Intra Club of Vanavani wouldn't have become a success. The essence of our club is teamwork, and did I say this is the best team we've ever got? Everyone, not only our board members but our fellow instructors, took up their responsibilities, helped each other, and worked with devotion and dedication. We also developed our leadership skills, communication skills, and many more throughout this journey. Our team closed gates for misconceptions and miscommunications, and hence we went like breeze in peace. The Intra Club Installation 2021, workshop on art of public speaking, seminar on organic farming, World Blood Donor Day, orientation program, and Hope, a session on mental health wellness, were the programs we conducted, and all of them were a great success. In short, it was a great experience for us to be a part of Intra Club. We were able to see the preview of the future teamworks we all will be involved in. Even though the environment was dry as a desert, the energy, skills, and the ideas we shared flowed enormously like a perennial river. Now, let's talk about dry love. Unlucky were we, due to this pandemic, we missed the real fun. But soon, we hope things will fall in place and our juniors shall bag the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. I would also like to steal this once in a lifetime opportunity to boast that the Intra Club had its 10th president last year, and with utmost pride, it was me. Finally, I, on behalf of Intra Club 2021, wish you all the very best with this new and exciting experience. We are sure that our beloved upcoming instructors run into the same fun and knowledge as we did. Thank you.
Thank you, President Navamitra, for addressing everyone. I request Instructor Kanishka, Secretary of Intra Club of the academic year 2020 to 21, to present the annual report of the year 2020 to 21.
Good evening, your honorable chief guest of honor, principal, vice principal, teachers, the instructors, and my fellow students. I am Kanishka P. of class 12, the secretary of the Intra Club 2020 to 2021. It takes immense pleasure to bring out the annual report of the Intra Club 2020 to 2021. The installation ceremony of the Intra Club 2020 to 2021 of Vanavani took place on 20th of February. More than 40 people witnessed the ceremony. Navamitra S. and Kanishka K. of class 12 were the newly elected president and the secretary. The badges were given to the new board members. Rotarian Chakravarti, the president of Rotary Club of Chennapatna, was the chief guest. Rotarian Ram Kevalu, the youth service director. Rotarian Senthil Amudan, the president-elect 2020 to 2021, and the Rotarian Udaya Kumar, the secretary. Our school principal, Mr. Satish Kumar, and vice principal, Mrs. Princey Tom, graced the event with their presence. Organic farming. The Intra Club of academic year 2020 to 2021 started off its first activity for the year by organizing a seminar on organic farming on the 23rd of January 2021. The seminar that took place on Zoom call was in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Ambattur, with Rotarian Sehasai, the founder of Farm Guru, as the speaker. The speech centered around the significance of organic farming, the present day, as well as how the students will contribute to the cause. Kalam's mission, Art of Public Speaking. The Intra Club of Vanavani, in collaboration with the Rotary Club of Ambattur, organized a workshop on the art of public speaking on the 15th of February 2021. The trainer, the Rotarian S. M. Balaji of Rotary Club of Kinti, the RAC Ambattur President, Rochaka Sangeeta Sitaraman, the RAC Ambattur Secretary, Rochaka Tarun Paidi, as well as the Rotary Club Project Chairman, Rochaka Sivaharini, placed even with their presence. The session populated more than 100 students. It was conducted for the benefit of class 12 students. World Red Donor Day. To observe World Red Donor Day on the 14th of June 2021, we conducted creative online competitions, drawing and painting on the themes pertaining on the same classes for 6 to 12 on the 11th of June 2021. More than 60 students participated and were judged by a school alumni. The chief guest, Dr. Arun Kumar Annamalai, MBBS scientist in Deep Medicine Labs, graced the event occasionally with presence virtually. The session was more advantageous to the students as a chief guest, enlightening the students with the career guidance too. The session went live on the school's YouTube channel and reached 700 plus views. Orientation of Interact Club for 2021 to 2022. Our school conducted the orientation of Interact Club for 2021 and 2022 on July 17, 2021. The program consisted of 3 sessions. In session 1, Rotarian Sena Amudan shared a few words about Rotary programs. In session 2, the past president, Deepak Chandrasekharan, started with an icebreaker session and gave a detailed explanation about the functions, the rules, and the responsibilities to be followed by the Interact Club and its members. And in session 3, Rotarian Vidya Alagaperumal, the Youth Service Director, spoke about EQ, emotional intelligence, to handle any type of difficult situation. This orientation program was very rewarding. Oh, mental health wellness session. The session had been conducted for 2 days. Oh, day 1. The students of classes 10th and 12th attended the session on September 1st, 2021 on mental health conducted by the Interact Club of our school. The chief guest and the speaker of the day, Dr. Joseph Nathan, a psychologist, engaged with the students with many activities which was refreshing for the students on the first day of offline classes. The session was occupied with 100 plus students. Discipline says, I need to. Duty says, I ought to. But devotion says, I want to. And that's what we did. We wanted to make the Interact 2020 to 2021 a success like the previous years. And now we made it. We are very happy and proud to the Interact Club 2020 to 2021. And I would like to tell the upcoming members that each moment is a new beginning, and take this grand moment as a grand new beginning towards success. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Kanishka, for your detailed report. Now I request Interactor Vishwak Badri to take over.
Thank you, Interactor Harshida. It is about time to recognize the interactors who worked effortlessly for the year 2020-21. I request the Interact Club faculty, Mr. David, to announce the awardees.
Good evening, one and all present here. It's an honor to announce the winners for the year 2021. So these are the students who have worked really hard for getting these awards. So let me start with an quote. If it doesn't matter how many times you win an award, it is always very special. So let me start the names one by one. Vishnu Prahlad, yes, Outstanding Performer Award. Lokasri, Silent Performer. Navamitra S, Future Leader. Nanda Kishore S, Technological This. Mageshwaran AS, Helping Hand Award. Kanishka, Rising Star. Soumya, Team Leader. Sandhya M, Best Supporter. Shreyas yes, Mr. Signification, and Kartika R, Inspiring Leader. I missed out Nivedita. Yeah, Nivedita also got it. Okay, let us play the video. Technical team, please play the video. Thank you.
Mrs. Lalita Surendran, the nursery section in charge, is presenting the Outstanding Performer Award to Interactor Vishnu Prahlad S. Mrs. Lalita Surendran is presenting the Silent Performer Award to Interactor Logashri. Mrs. Mrs. Akilandeshwari, the middle school section in charge, is presenting the Future Leader Award to Interact and Navamitra. Mrs. Akilandeshwari is presenting the Technology Whiz Award to Interactor Nandakishore K. Mrs. Geeta Sukuma, the primary section in charge, is presenting the Helping Hand Award to Interactor Maheshwaran AS. Mrs. Geeta Sukuma is presenting the Rising Star Award to Interactor Kanishka K.
Thank you, instructors, for your hard work. We are grateful for the service provided by you. Now it is the most important moment, which is announcing the new president of Interact Club 2021 to 22. I request Jiva sir to play the video.
Shweta is an enthusiastic learner who has won proficiency awards and many medals in various Olympiads consistently. She has cleared the international level in spell bee and is working towards her goal to become an astronomer. Being an avid reader and a lover of literature and poetry, her works have been featured in many notable platforms. She has been learning Carnatic music for the past 10 years and has participated and won in many competitions. Shweta is a good chess player and has participated in many private and district level tournaments. And she is an environmentalist who believes that kindness can change the world.
Congratulations, President Shweta, for being appointed as the president of Interact Club 2021 to 22. We are pleased to have you as our president. Now I request Navamitra, President of Academic Year 2020 to 21, to exchange caller with our new President Shweta. I request technical team to play the video.
Interactor Navamitra, the president of Interact Club in the year 2020-21, is exchanging caller with the new president Shweta V. Interactor Kanishka, the secretary of Interact Club in the year 2020-21, is exchanging the charter with our new secretary, M. Deepashri.
Congratulations, Secretary Deepashri. Now I request President Shweta to deliver the acceptance speech and introduce to us the new board members.
Thank you, Harshida. Coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success, by Henry Ford. A very good evening to one and all present here. Respected chief guest, guest of honor, principal, vice principal, section heads, teachers, students, and my fellow interactors. I take immense pleasure and speak with overwhelming gratitude, glad and thankful for this opportunity to be a part of Interact, having over 250,000 youth in more than 11,000 clubs in about 120 countries and geographical areas. I am humbled by the confidence of my club to appoint me as the 11th president. It is with great joy and a deep sense of responsibility that I accept the mantle of leadership of our great club for the year 2021 to 22. I wish to thank the immediate past president, Navamitra S., and also wish to specially thank the incoming board for their willingness to serve, and I look forward to your dedication, commitment, and support. I, as the president of the Intra Club, along with my team of board members, with ceaseless determination and hope, will endeavor to make this year successful. We believe in ordinary acts of bravery, in the courage that drives one person to stand up for another. And in these tough times, as we too as individuals traverse in the path of self-discovery, we, as the members of the Youth Wing of Rotary, this year and henceforth in our lives, promise to fulfill the theme of Rotary 21 to 22. We will serve to change lives, resolve to provide a safe space for the individuals of our community to embark on the path of wholesome development. Like how I'd like to thank my school, my teachers, my friends, the books, poetry I've read, the people I've met, and the places I've been to for making me the person I am now. I hope from the bottom of my heart that we interactors will be able to inspire and change lives, helping people gain courage, hope, affirmation, and a way to seek out the fulfillment of their dreams, moving forward, choosing kindness and believing always. And hence, with hope in my heart and joy in my eyes, I thank you all once again for choosing me, and I hereby assure you that we, as a team, will strive to do our best to make this year memorable. Remember, Carpe Diem says seize the day. Thank you. I now take immense pleasure in introducing to you my pillar of support, Secretary Deepashri M, and my team, the board members of the Intra Club 2021 to 22. I request the technical team to play the video.
Dhanashree of 11A is a hardworking person, passionate about singing, and has participated and won prizes in many competitions. She has completed Hindi examination grade 6 and is currently working Praveen Purvat conducted by Dakshin Bharat Hindi Prachar Sabha. She has also completed grade 1 exam of Young Learners English held by Cambridge and grade 1 in Alchemicus Theatre. Yam Deepashri of class 11C is an optimistic learner and a gregarious person by nature. She has a flair for oratory, singing and drama performances. She is pursuing a diploma in fashion designing too. She has won prizes and accolades in several oratorical competitions. Her artistry includes making authentic handcrafts and is fascinated towards culinary too. She engages actively in various club activities, inter-school events, and in every competing platforms of excellence and skill. Charmati of class 11A is a passionate dancer, sportsperson, and a photographer. She is a district-level handball player and a silver medalist of track and field events. Her hobbies include drawing and doing craft works. Saranathan Iyengar of 11B is a friendly, outspoken person who is passionate towards music, swimming, and discussions on current topics including politics. He handles the event management of his mother's Bharatanatyam programs and is a consistent awardee of clash proficiency, having also won a lot of awards in cultural activities. Playing badminton, violin, reading books, and swimming are some of his hobbies. Sabaraj Pershan of class 11A is a talented, hardworking person with a passion to become a cardiologist. His hobbies include playing keyboard, reading books, and numismatics. He has completed grade 1 of Trinity Keyboard exam with distinction, has secured 3rd place in district-level abacus competition, and has participated in Model United Nations mock debates conducted in various schools. Pavitra of class 11A is a passionate, ambitious person who strives to do her best to bring pride to her school. She is a hardworking person and has received certificates in India examinations and won many prizes in cultural events. Her hobbies include playing shuttle and reading mystery novels. Manushree Mahesh of class 11C is an ambitious person aiming to be a successful chartered accountant and have a parallel career in stock market. She was a member of Scouts and Guides and has served as a Guides captain of a previous school and has been a part of a winning team in many projects. She is a prize winner in athletics and other inter-school competitions, and she's also a talented artist. Vismesh of class 11B is an enthusiastic football player and an ex-NCC cadet. He had participated in many football tournaments and won many prizes. His hobbies include listening to music and cycling. Udeshri of 11B is passionate towards teaching and has participated and won in literary competitions, Olympiads, and was also a team member in Vikram Sarabhai program. She has also completed in Visharat Purvat and likes to read novels and enjoys music. Sadhana of class 11C is passionate about dance, has learnt Bharatanatyam for past 10 years, completed her Salangai Puja and has participated and won in many events. She also completed stage 2 of Alchemy Theatre. Sadhana also loves reading and listening to music. Akshaya Arist of 11C is an optimistic person having a good team spirit and sportsmanship. She is well versed in drawing, playing badminton and western dancing. She has learned singing for 5 years and has completed Rashtrabhasha Visharat Uttrit exam in Hindi Prachar Sabha, knows basic swimming and also participated in chess tournaments.
My hearty congratulations to all the newly appointed board members. Now to the annual planner of the Interact Club 2021 to 22. Beginning to trace our footsteps from Rotary's 7 areas of focus and brainstorming ideas from our own side, bearing the social costs and the 4-way test in our minds, I now present the basic sketch of what we Interactors as a team strive to accomplish this year. Firstly, a few projects completed earlier. July 17th, orientation program, a debate on the topic, the future of India, digital health and education. September, first week after reopening of school. Second, mental health awareness initiative, growth, affirmation and courage, a ray of hope, peace building and conflict prevention. And today, 8th, installation of the Interact Club 2021 to 22. Now to our further plans. End of month after quarterly exams, National Family Day, announcing a no gadget day, a cause to spend time with our near and dear ones. October, first half after reopening of school, onset of second term. National Book Month, celebrating diverse literature, folklore and culture, a journey to feeling the magic of words, basic education and literacy. Mid-month, celebrating Navratri, a festival signifying prosperity, the victory of good virtues and a merry chance to spend time together, hand in hand with tradition. November, mid-month, promoting the art, craft and toys of India, helping rural artisans gain recognition for their work, spreading awareness of the rich heritage of our nation, development as a whole, a talent show, community economic development. End of month, 25th, Thanksgiving Day, placing a kindness box in our school campus, expressing gratitude. December, beginning, 3rd, International Day of Differently Abled People, morning assembly, community service, fundraising, disease prevention and treatment. 7th, National Letter Writing Day, an attempt to reminisce and relive vintage moments of the past by writing letters to revive, form new connections. To the people of Goa on their Liberation Day, 19 December 1961, wishes and warmth between two different states. Awareness in the beauty of letter writing and philately and an exchange of cultures. National service, peace building and conflict prevention. January, beginning, 5th, National Bird Day, setting up feeding spaces made from recycled plastic bottles for the beautiful birds that flock our campus, supporting the environment. Some of the ongoing projects in our school are LAREF, a career guidance program, Farm Guru, a session on organic farming, Kalam Vision, a public speaking session along with the Rotaract Club of Ambattur, World Blood Donors Day. The essence of our projects this year is to reminisce and cherish vintage practices of the golden eras, attempting to revive connections and empathy in the midst of this chaos as we work together, united to be an inspiration to our community and make the world a better place for humanity. Thank you. I now request Harshida to kindly take over.
Thank you, President Shweta. Now I request Rotarian Vidya Alagapermal, Youth Service Director of Rotary of Madras Channapatna, to pin our board members. I request technical team to play the video.
Shri M of class 11C, the secretary, receives the award. Dhanashri MS of class 11A, vice president, badge. Arumati of class
11A, Joint Secretary. Taranathan Iyengar of Class 11B, Editorial Board Director, receives the badge. Ambrish Vashan S of Class 11A, Treasurer, receives the badge. Pavitra U of Class 11A, Club Service Director, receives the badge. Anushri Mahesh of Class 11C, Community Director, receives the badge. Ignesh J of Class 11B, International Director, receives the badge. Shri JS of Class 11B, Professional Director, receives the badge. S. Sadhana of Class 11C, PRO, receives the badge. Akshaya RS, Sergeant at Arts, receives the badge.
Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. Next, I would like to call upon our beloved school principal, Mr. M. Satish Kumar, to address the gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of the day, the President of Rotary Club, Rotarian Santanamuda, the Youth Service Director, Rotarian Vidya Alaguduruman, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Princita, the outgoing Secretary, Ms. Kanishka, President, Ms. Navamitra, the new President, Ms. Sweta, Secretary, Deepasri, and Project Chairman, Loga Janani, respected section heads, teachers in charge, other interactors, parents, good evening and namaste to all. First of all, I would like to congratulate the outgoing interactors. Did even in the pandemic time, they did a wonderful work, and the people who is taken charge, the incoming president, secretary, and other members of this Interact Club. I would like to welcome you to make this wonderful service to continue. Whatever the hurdles that you are getting, don't worry about that one, just make it flow. Always I used to say for the leaders, there should be 4 scope should have. Scope means viewing. Here there are 4 scope. One is called telescope, periscope, microscope, and stethoscope. The first one is telescope. We should have a long vision. Whatever we do, first planning before some months, having all the members of all the members as a team, discuss, chart out one plan, and try to take it forward. Then next one is periscope. When it comes a little closer, for example, in submarine, we used to have this periscope to look, anyone is there besides. So we need to get an opinion from others. Then microscope. Whatever the thing you do, go in deep and try to achieve to the extent that is possible with you. And finally, the stethoscope, where your inner mind will say, suppose if you are getting any feedback, from your friends, from your teachers, from the other people like parents. Please take it. Then you read the work what you did by yourself. For example, if you are keeping a stethoscope, then you will be knowing what is your heartbeat. Same like that, if you do any one program, just read yourself how it's went on, how we can do it better. That is the intra communication. What you communicate yourself will always help you everywhere. With that one, I congratulate once again all the members of this Interact Club, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to request Instructor Supraja to introduce to us the guest of honor, Rotarian Vidya Alagapperumal.
Why there is a delay?
I request Instructor Supraja to introduce to us the guest of honor, Rotarian Vidya Alagapperumal.
Supraja, are you there? Bishop, can you read it?
There is no issues. Carry on.
No problem, Vidya, you can proceed, I think so. No?
I think I can start.
It just gives your self-introduction. Just few self-introduction, then you proceed.
I'm already known to the incoming president and secretary and the board members during pinning. Anyway, no issues. Warm greetings to all the dignitaries present here. Good evening, students. And congratulations to Sweta and Deepa Shri for becoming president and secretary. And congratulations to the outgoing team. I think you've done very good job. And very interesting projects was led by Shweta for this year. I hope they will do it very well this year. See, I just wanted to tell only a few things. You all might be wondering why you joined Interact Club and all those things. I think this is the first stepping stone for you for upgrading yourself as a good citizen to be part of this wonderful country. You might have known this sentence, you might have read in Tamil, like Parapuyara, Neer Uyarum, Neer Uyara, Nel Uyarum, Nel Uyara, Kudi Uyarum, Kudi Uyara, Kol Uyarum, Kol Uyara, Kol Uyarum. See, the meaning of this saying is like when the fund of the field level is increased, the water increases. When the water is increased, then the paddy harvest of the paddy harvest also will increase. Then if the harvest increases, then the wealth of the family will increase. When the wealth is increased, then people will pay more taxes, then the administration will be good. When the administration is good, then the country will become rich. It will be very, it will be very leading country. Like this, you are all young people studying in schools. So if you do social work, if you do community work, if you learn that, then by that you become very compassionate individual. So by doing like that, then you learn to become a good citizen, which is very important for this country. And you all know that our country is second most populous country, and our asset is human asset. So if every individual, every single individual is a very good citizen, it is going to really contribute to our country. So I request all of you to learn social work, do something, small things will improve your value. Like if you go to school, while going to your school, if you see a blind person waiting to cross the road, help him to cross the road. Grow plants that will help the environment. Try to help poor and needy. Small things that will actually go long way. Like that, I'm telling you small examples. See, this will improve your quality and improve. It will really help you to be a very good citizen. So Interact Club, it's a first step in the ladder. You might become a very good member in Rotary in future. You can develop other skills, like so many skills are there. Interact Clubs, I have seen so many good speakers now here, heard very good speeches. So develop all the skills apart from service, interpersonal skills, anything. Develop. You should have a holistic growth. I wish everybody to be successful in life. Let this be the first stone for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are over the moon to have you here, ma'am, and we will sure remember your words.
Thank you.
Next, I will request Inspector Roshni to give us a brief about Chief Guest of the Day, Rotarian G. Sendanamudan. Good evening to one and all present here. On behalf of the school management and Interact Club, I welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. G. Sendanamudan, who is the President of Rotary Club of Madras, Chennapatna. Mr. G. Sendanamudan completed post-graduation in mathematics at Vivekananda College and then completed PG Diploma in Travel and Tourism at Madras University. He also completed National Train, the Trainer Seminar and Junior Chamber International Program. He is a partner of Mastercraft Event Management Company and founder of Impresario Travel Management Company. He was the president of Leo Club of City Park and Junior Chamber International Madras Marina. He is also engaged in conducting many programs for school and college students. Once again, I welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. G. Sendanamudan, sir. We are glad to welcome you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Inspector Roshni. Now may I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Rotarian G. Sendanamudan, the President of Rotary Club of Madras, Chennapatna, to enlighten us with his words.
So thank you so much for the introduction. Respected Principal Satish sir, Vice Principal Prince Tom, Teacher Coordinator Satya ma'am, David sir, and other teachers, Rotarian Vidya, Youth Service Director Chennapatna, other guests, and of course interactors. So happy evening to all of you. I'd like to thank Vanavani School Principal and Management for having me as a chief guest for this virtual installation ceremony. First of all, I congratulate the outgoing team, Navamitra, Kanishka, for the year 2020, for the excellent work. So one thing I just want to mention here, though we have 3 Interact Club, there's only one Interact Club installation happened, and they did a lot of projects all the year. So congratulations, entire team for your effort, definitely. And not only your club, in a city, in District 323, there are more than 80 to 100 Interact Club. Only few club installation happened. There are few clubs that's also happened in the Zoom. Very few clubs having the physical installation. That's one of the club is Vanavani. Thank you so much, the management of Vanavani School taking the initiative to at the physical initiative. Really, it's wonderful. And of course, even the pandemic, you did a lot of projects that definitely we appreciate. As a parent, we appreciate for the wonderful project even during the COVID time. And then welcome the new team. Of course, all the very best to newly inducted President Sweta, Deepa Sri, and the team. So wish you all the very best. Of course, Parents Club is there to support you. Even when Naumita said last year she was unable to do the RILA, Road to Youth Leadership Award program, definitely this year definitely will make it happen in a bigger level. Because one of the important, you learn leadership skill. Just now, Youth Service Director Vidya also said, what are the important you learn while participating in Interact Club activities. Recently, quite some time back, all the CEO top company, they did a research. Today, actually, market, there is a job demand. But people are not able to get the job because they're not having adequate skill to suitable for the particular job. There is a job, there is beautiful hybrid job is there available, but people are not qualified skill to suit particular job, many jobs. Then after the research they found, and Indian students are technically qualified. Nobody can match with that technical qualification. When it comes to soft skill, they're a little bit lack in the soft skill. What are the soft skill? When it comes to leadership skill, our students are a little bit lack. It's not that they not have, they have soft skill, but little bit less when compared to the country. When it comes to leadership skill, when it comes to communication skill, when it comes to interpersonal skill, there's a lot of skill. This is actually required when you want to be successful. Yes, academic education is important. That no one will say no. Yes, education is important. Along with education, all the skill is also required for you to become a successful. Whatever field you, some of you introduce, some of you want to become a cardiac surgeon, some of you want to be it is possible when you have both academic and along with the skill. From where you learn this skill? In your curriculum, there's no subject leadership or interpersonal skill or it's all only when you participate in any activity you learn, whether it's Interact Club or NCC or NSS, a lot of clubs are there, any school. So when you actually participate, these are the extra, you learn all the skill, whether it's a leadership skill, by participating, communication skill. And one, of course, last year also, your club organized effective public speaking. One of the skill, public speaking is required for everyone to be a successful. If I ask anyone to speak, everybody said, no, I have fear. One of the fear everyone has about public speaking fear. How to overcome public speaking fear? So how to overcome fear? I'll just give a small example story, and you'll understand how to overcome fear. Krishna and Balram, all of you know Krishna and Balram, they're walking inside the forest. They're supposed to reach other village. It became dark almost by evening. At 6 o'clock, it became dark. They're stuck in the midst of the forest. Then they discuss it's very difficult in the midst of the forest, midnight. It's not safe going further. So what we'll do is we'll take a rest under the tree. Then the moment sun rises in the morning, we'll start towards our destination. Both of them decided. Then Krishna said, okay, even if we both of us sleep, sometimes the wild animals, there's a possibility of wild animals may attack. So what we'll do is one of us will sleep, other person responsibility take of the person who is sleeping. So both of them, they decided. Then Krishna said, okay, Balrama, first let me sleep first. Your responsibility, take care of me. So anything comes, just inform me, both of us will claim the tree, safeguard also. Then they decided. So as a Krishna immediately went to sleep. Balrama was walking here and there. Suddenly, in the dark, he saw one demon, devil. The moment he saw the devil, Balrama said, hey, don't come. The moment hearing the voice of don't come, the devil started growing and put one step toward Balrama. Balrama puts one step back, don't come. Then the devil put one more step and apparently the devil started growing. almost come very close to Balrama. And Balrama, unable to handle that, such a big devil, almost bigger than the tree, he shouted Krishna and he fainted. But of course, Krishna didn't hear the voice, but Krishna got up and seeing that Balrama was asleep. Actually, Balrama fainted, but Krishna said, okay, Balrama is sleeping. Now it's my turn to take care of Balrama. So Krishna also was walking this and that. The moment he also encountered that devil bigger than the tree, before the devil put one step, Krishna put one step towards devil and said, hey, come on, who are you? Hey, no. The moment hearing the voice, this devil started shrinking. Then put Krishna one step towards devil and hey, come on, what do you want? Who are you? Then devil started shrinking, almost shrank. This is just small. That's it. Next day morning, Balrama got both of them walking. And Balrama was explaining what happened on the previous day to Krishna. Krishna, yesterday one devil came and the devil was growing. I was unable to handle. Then I shouted your name and got fainted. Oh, she said, I thought you were sleeping. Okay, anyway. He immediately he opened his dhoti and showed the demon, such a small. Then Balrama, this was yesterday, it was bigger than tree. Now how come it's so small? Then Krishna threw the devil and both of them started walking. So the message, what you learn from the story is, when you avoid fear, it grows. When you face fear, it goes. I repeat, when you avoid fear, it grows. When you face fear, it goes. So everyone has got public speaking fear. Yes, everyone. It's number one fear in the world is public speaking fear. So how to overcome fear? You have to face it. That's why you can overcome fear. So how to overcome fear? You have to face it. So how to face it? Whenever you get an opportunity, you speak. That's Interact Club is going to give a lot of opportunity for you to speak. Today, of course, one of you giving welcome address, one of you going to introduce the chief guest, and one of you going to give a vote of thanks. So this is an opportunity for you to learn, participate, speak. So when you participate, you will come to know what is your strength and what is your weakness. The moment you know your strength, exploit your strength. So whenever you come to know your weakness, either avoid weakness when you speak next time or convert your weakness into strength. So it is possible, everyone can become a great speaker. It is possible. What Emerson said, all the great speakers were bad speakers once. But only thing, they're ready to face a failure. When it comes to fail, they learn out of failure. So they didn't give up. So that's one request, all the interactors, just participate all the activities, take a responsibility, then ultimately you develop all the skill. Whatever the skill, definitely when you complete your school, you have got knowledge on the subject and you have good knowledge on the skill. That's where you learn when you're participating. Apart from education, this activity also. That's all. So wish you all the very best for the team. As a parent club, we are ready to support for all the activity. Definitely this year we'll do RAILA, we'll do special public speaking workshop, 3 days workshop, exclusive training. Definitely we'll utilize once the pandemic. So now it's almost school is all open. When it comes to December, January, we'll plan all the activities. So once again, thank you so much, everyone, for the opportunity. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Rotarian Jitendra Amudan, for your words of wisdom. We will remember your words and overcome our fear and improve our personality. Now I request Interactor Vishok Badri to continue.
Thank you, Interactor Harshida. We would also like to recognize our 2020-21 board members who are a great help to the team. I request our respected high school section in charge, Mrs. Sasikala, to present their awards. Soumya R, receiving the team player award from Mrs. Sasikala. Nivedita Suren is receiving the Songster Award from Mrs. Sasikala. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. Now, I request our respected principal, Mr. Satish Kumar, to present the citation to our chief guest, Rotarian G. Sendan Amudan. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing your presence. Now, I request our Interact Club faculty, Mr. David, to present the citation to the guest of honor, Rotarian Vidya Aragaperumal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting for the installation ceremony.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, we have reached the end of the program. Now, I call upon Deepa Shri, the Interact Club secretary, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It is about one life influencing another. Happy evening to all of you. Being the secretary of Interact Club gives me immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this installation program of Interact Club 2021-22. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Rotarian Sendan Amudan, guest of honor, Rotarian Vidya Aragaperumal, Honorable Chairman, Professor S.P. Dhanavel, Secretary Shri P. Sarvaharna, respected Principal, Mr. M. Satish Kumar, Vice Principal, Mrs. Princey Tom, Section Head, Mrs. V. Sashikala, Interact Club faculties, Mrs. Satya and Mr. David. Last but not the least, all the interactors, technical assistants, teachers, and all the non-teaching staffs who made this program a grand success. Once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Secretary Deepa Shri. Now, I request everyone to kindly switch off their videos and raise for the national anthem. I request the technical team to play the video.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलसि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all once again for witnessing the Interact Club installation program. The installation program of the Interact Club of Vanamani 2021-22 is adjourned.